Hello, my friends. Hey, how we doing? I just thought I'd come on here and just kind of chop it up a little bit. Let's kind of say, let's talk about some things. I get a lot of questions about different things, and I thought, man, you know what? Let's talk about some things. Let's just chop it up, see what's going on. How's everybody doing out there? Hello. Just waiting for us to see a few people on there. Let's see. Well, thought I would share some stuff, just kind of like figure out some things and just talk about some things. For the ones that do know, you know that I'm a distributor. Been distributing for some time, and just thought I'd just come on, just talk it out. It's been a while since I've been on live, and just thought I'd chop it up with you all if you had any questions or anything that somebody wanted to ask about. I have a few questions that some people sent to me, and just thought that if this will replay again. So I normally there is good questions, and there's questions that you may need to ask in a different way. Because I had someone came on and asked me, um, messaged me and asked me how to get started. Well, one thing is being a distributor, you have to just get started. When I mean just get started, means he asked me, "What about $1,000? Should I invest in $1,000?" I think that you should start small. When I started doing distributing, trying to branch off from my vending service, which I still was doing that because I kept that, and I also had a part-time job. Well, actually, it was a full-time job, and I did a lot of different things part-time. So I would leave, start early morning, and I would, most people, I think that when I did start out, I had a nighttime job. It was evening time, so anything that I had early part of the day, I would take care of my vending that part of the day. I think I had to come in of like about 2 o'clock, somewhere up in there, and got off. It was I take that back. I did. I started off with a part time job because I was doing construction at one point of a time when I got my vending. But vending held me up. I had so many accounts that I had to only take a part time job. So I started off doing part time job, and when I had that part time job, I delivered pizzas at nighttime too as well. So my clock was a full scale clock because I had to at the time trying to figure out what I was going to do. So when I did find some products that I wanted to sell, which was vending was popular, I found a few stores that I will just get some stuff from a local company that was selling me products through my vending. And I did it start off like that, buying from them and then trying to go to certain stores and see if I could sell in the stuff. And so I started off little by little. I think I started off with when I did do the big quantities. I started with I want to say it's uh, Vista that I started off with, and during this time, I kind of had myself a little bit established. Like I said, I still was doing vending. I had a little leg room in it, and I didn't really think this over before I did because it was quite a bit of time that I did do this stuff. And but when starting off vending, let me get this straight. When I did start my vending, I was trying to get into distributing. So I didn't spend a whole lot of money. I spent probably less than 200, maybe $300, maybe less than that just starting off because some stores you got to find out which store is going to let you in. So some local gas stations that I started off that needed help with getting product, and I started off there. Then I started adding up. Well, the very first time that I did do it, I failed. I had a brand manufacturer that I was selling, I mean, buying from. It didn't work out great because I didn't understand all the capabilities. I just got in. I was trying to feel my way. I didn't have questions, all the answers to the questions that I needed to answer, and the people that were doing the manufacturing didn't do a lot of helping me out too as well. So I was trying to figure out about how to handle with the expired product because when you're selling, especially snacks, you have expiration dates on these products. A lot of products that you buy may give you 60 days, 90 days. Some of them give you 120 sometimes. And that is the kryptonite to a snack business, not being able to sell a product quickly. That's why I always tell people to start off small so you can understand your product and the dates and the long time that you have. And so, as me, the destiny that I had starting off with vending, some of the product that some products that I had was popular. And so, I start putting them, like I said, in stores, and they start doing pretty good, you know. But I didn't know how to really all the different outways to. I didn't have nobody I could go and ask questions to. Even the people that was doing the manufacturing, selling to me, they didn't understand. They didn't really know how to explain it to me because I was really green. I mean, I went and got my uniforms and I was looking decent. And at that time, I had a van, a Windstar van, brown Windstar van. I remember that bright bringing me back, and it was long. You know, it was hard. You know, trying to get started because I used that for my vending too as well, and all the accounts that I was servicing and some of the machines that I had, I was working on them at the same time, learning how to repair these products. I mean, these vending machines, and at the same time, um, trying to learn the distributing at that time. Excuse me. But I guess when I failed the first time, because I had problems with trying to pay back the manufacturer. I mean, let's get honest. I mean, because you're going to always need money, and that money wasn't coming in fast enough for me. And so I worked with a manufacturer that was a kind of a little bit more established, where they kind of gave us the handhelds. They already had it set up with some stores already that they was already selling to. And these are the ones that if you're going to start like this, probably the best way to start too as well. And then during that time, I was working a full time job. I was a manager, and I got an opportunity to sell for that manufacturer, and it was like hey, we need you right now to go. We don't have no distributors. And so I went out, I jumped back out there again, and I'm telling you some of the short version of it. But just to answer some questions of uh, the people that asked me this particular question, and I think you should start off really low as possible because you need to find out where you're going to get product from if you're selling snacks, or if you're going to not sell snacks, you need to find out if you're going to be going against expiration time to sell stuff, you know. And During that time, me getting it from another company, Vista, I was buying from. I started selling cakes, and I didn't stick to. I was just all over the place buying stuff, trying to figure out what I can sell, what would sell quickly. But I was racing against expiration dates, and I lost quite a bit of money doing that. But the only thing upheld me for a long period of time was I still had my vending and I had a job. So I wouldn't advise anybody to just quit their job, hold on to your job, use these things for product, because one thing you have to understand about when you're in distributing, you're going to always need product to buy. And if you're not selling enough product to carry on where you can pay yourself, it's going to be really hard to do it. And I'm hoping that I don't discourage anybody in this situation, but it does. It's really, really hard because you got to have something you can float on. And so by me working with this manufacturer, it really helped me to get in it. And I said that I wanted to actually teach people a whole lot better about really how to establish yourself better, because when I got established, it didn't work out for me, like I said, the very first time. But I did get it going once I got this manufacturing, and I still sell for that manufacturer too, and several other products that I have pulled into my business. So if you stop by and listen to some of the things that I'm talking about, um, my name is Kirkland. My business is Stewart Snacks, and I sell snacks. That's what I do. I sell snacks, and I do sell a lot of different other products. And I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here just to give knowledge, clarification of how to be a better distributor, a wholesaler. And like I sell on numerous platforms of selling products and do very well. But like I said, in being in the business of distributing, you're going to always need money, and you got to be able to keep that flow. Is having money continuously coming in, so you can be able to rebuy again, rebuy again. You can't spend your money starting off and then you don't have money to buy because you're going to be stuck out with owing all these vendors, and it's going to be bad. I have seen a lot of people get caught up, and they had to go back. And I, like me, I had to go back and get me a job, a full time job. That's why I had to go back and learn some skills. And why I was being that manager, I was trying to learn more skills. Watch all the vendors that were coming in and how they were selling to the stores and the store that I was in, trying to get a more thing than learning from these other vendors of how they was being able to do things. And so I guess I kind of had it pat down pat, and the sales rep explained and helped me out to understand the market and the system of how to work. And I had a better alternative in the business. But you got to understand that being in distributing, what goes on in my business is I had to buy my own equipment. You have to pay for your equipment. And when I mean equipment is paying for um, your handheld, which you have to have. You also have to pay for your truck, insurance, gasoline. You have to, and that's the reason why I started off small, you know. And I, at the beginning, I had to literally, because I had so much product from this manufacturer, that I had to rent a U-Haul. I even rented Penske, and these companies really eat you up for lunch. And but I had to hang in there because I was turning over a lot of product because the manufacturer set me in good standards where I couldn't fail, that I was having money coming in. And one thing you have to understand, that you have to, if you're going to pay yourself, you're going to have to not spend the manufacturer's money. You have to take a percentage off that money and pay yourself and live off of that, because you got to think about all these things that you had to have in your business. Is because you become an independent operator. So everything's following you. You don't, you're not one of these vendors that you have a job and they pay for it. It doesn't work like that. I think the only people that are out there really now is like Bluebell ice cream companies, or like that. Then you have Frito Lay. They are a company owned, you know, and but most of the bread companies, cake companies, things like that, they are independent operators. Everything falls on you. You have to buy your own trucks, and a lot of skin and pork skin routes and stuff like that, bread routes. You know, everything falls on you. So, you know, I'm just chatting it up, chopping it up a little bit, just trying to keep the momentum going, talking to you all. And if you just joined, my name is Kirkland. My business is Stewart Snacks, and I sell snacks. I sell snacks in different platforms, or either it's retail, online, or just out in the market selling to try to help people, because no one helped me. Well, I take that back. There has was some people that helped me out, some distributors that I bought product from and resold them to make money, to try to help me learn the game. I had to learn the game, and it was, you got to be patient, and you got to um, be able to find yourself to know managers and the store owners, and because they want to be able to make money too, as you putting your product in their store, they want to make money. So you have to show them how you can bring something to the table for them that they can be able to sell to make money, you know. So it's really interesting, and very delight when you can walk in, somebody's picking up your product and buying it and excited and loving all the different flavors. And sometimes you need to just chop it up and just ask them what makes them want these products, and why they're interested in it. You know, and sometimes you as you're putting your product up, I always pay attention and watch the customer, where they're going in, how they're coming in different stores, because sometimes you can set your shelf, set your rack in the positions where these people can see your products. Because a lot of times some store owners don't pay attention. They just put it in there. Something you might be way in the back where customers may not very much not want to. And so you have to set yourself in a position, say, hey, it's okay. Can I put this over here? Help create ideas for the store owner and the manager, so to let them know that traffic is running through this way, and can I put it here for so many days or months or however, permanently. And some of them will let you do it. You got new product. A lot of times they want to put you up front. And I think that the most thing, if you are bringing in new product, you want to talk to them and try to get your stuff up front, because you want the customer, once they walk the door, they see it. Oh, new product. How is it? And get the managers or the store owner to tell them that this product is a real good product. Even give them some samples to let them try it out and say, hey, try it out. Some people don't eat snacks, but try to get some people to taste it or whatever. So there can be some chatted up and talking about your product when they see it. And that sometimes, a lot of times, people have to, because sometimes you're going to have to lose some money because some customers haven't made their mind up about your new product. And so we lose folks to that because I have experienced that. That product's got to be continued there and letting them see because they haven't made a decision yet whether they want that product or not. Sometimes it's just good just to give samples out sometimes because you got to get people to start talking about this product. They have to continue seeing this product. Even though you may lose some money in sales or things are going out of date, continue making sure that they have fresh product in that spot and maybe not put so much in there. Maybe put some stuff that is that that they're going to get it. And once they start buying, it's a lot of times when I have my racks, I set my racks up position in certain ways that the product that I know they're going to buy the most, I put it down lower and put the product face up where I'm having a hard time selling and let them see that eye contact once they walk in, and that helps build up that momentum with your product. So look, I enjoyed talking with you all. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been live, and maybe I might just start talking live on Fridays and answer some questions, like I answered the guy's question that messaged me about uh, do you think that he should start with $1,000? Like I said, answer. I messaged him and told him I think that he might want to go a little bit lower than that start now. And understanding your product and test the market with your product little by little. Because you want to make sure, because if you selling, like I said, snacks, you're racing with expiration day. And or either join up with a manufacturer that they may cover your stales so many days. So some of them cover your stales up to 6 months to a year sometimes. Some of them go longer than that when you first start off, and that'll help you out a lot until you get on your feet to get help from maybe some another distributor was there and they messed it up, the market up for you. You got to go back and reestablish and build that up. Oh, do I know about rebuilding, establishing products that fail the market? Because sometimes some products fail the market. When they come in, you might have a distributor that didn't position itself right and didn't take out a lot of the expiration dates of the older products that have been sitting in there for a while. And you got to go and pick up all that, and you want your manufacturer to cover you. If you want to clean out, get them to make sure that they cover you for all of that stuff and let them take the loss for that and let them know that you are willing to do a better job in being a distributor. And also, you have to build a trust up with the managers because they've been burnt on the products, and distributor may not have came there consistently enough, and you got bad words on you of being a distributor. So you got to build that manager's confidence and let them know that you are consistent because there are some stops you may have to come in every day. There are some stops you may have to come in 3 times a week, some two, some once a week. But you got to be consistent on the days and make an agreement with these managers and the store owners to let them know when you're coming in. Most of the convenience stores, sometimes you can go in maybe once a week or sometimes twice a week. But you got to be consistent. And if you start and bring a new product, I will at least come at least a couple times a week just to see how the product's doing. Starting out, just going in, talking to the manager, and position your stuff in the right position of where you want to sell stuff. And you want to check on to show them, say you can trust me that I'm gonna cover your sales. When means what we use in the market is guaranteed product that manager or that store owner won't lose any money on that product unless they got critters or something. Now a lot of times most distributors don't cover if they are dealing with pests in their stores and things that are eating their stuff up. But if something got damaged or somebody ripped something, you want to cover that. There's stales going on. And when I mean stale, stuff that has expired in their store that they couldn't sell. You want to cover that and pick up that stuff. Take care of your manager, and trust me, they're gonna trust you and they're gonna help you sell your product. But they got to trust you. Now you're gonna run into some store owners that just really just don't care. And I understand it's really bad for you sometimes because they don't fix their store up right. They don't take care of their store. They just kind of throw in stuff, and you're going to find that in some parts of the urban parts of stores where some store owners just trying to make some money and they're not keeping up, doing good housekeeping with their stores. You're going to find them, and a lot of them, some of them I had to pull out of them because it was bad housekeeping until they can really assure me it's me trusting them that they'll sell their product, my product, and take care of housekeeping in the things because you want to make sure that there's some supermarkets that they will workers will help straighten up your product and make sure that it sells, and that's very few now. You got some big box stores won't touch your product because that's your baby, and they're gonna let you do it. And I can name a few, but I won't name them. But there is some big box stores that they won't touch your product, and you probably know some yourself if you've been in distributing. So hey, look, I enjoyed this time. I just wanted to just pop in on this, and if you'd like me to come live and just chat it up, chop it up, just talk about a few things about uh, what we should talk about. I can answer questions on live as talking too. And if you are watching this video right now and you just say, hey, look, I just want to ask a question, I want to answer live. And if you don't, um, after this is going to be a replay that's going to replay anyway on this, and you can just answer a question. And I'll just answer your question, or either I answer it on live, however you want to do it. So, hey, look, thank you for taking time out to watch my video, and I'm hoping you all liking these videos that I'm talking about live. And a lot of time I post videos just talking about different things like vending. I'm talking about things about distributing, talking about how to sell online, and I don't get a whole lot talking about different things online, but like I said, I throw it in my conversation on some of the things that I do. So mainly it's I talk about just being a distributor and how you can distribute your products. I don't talk about a lot of the brand products that I sell and stuff like that. And there's a lot of products that are very popular to me. So like I said, I'm not here to sell you any product on live and all this. That's not my thing. My thing is to help you to be a better entrepreneur, to be a better leader, to be uh, things that are going to help you along the way, to get you motivated and to let you know there is money to be made out here during these times. And, during this time, unfortunately, COVID brought a lot of different things. You got different things with AI, a lot of people working online. There's so much money to be made online, and a lot of people don't trust it or they still hesitant. Hey, that's why I'm here to help answer some questions, let you know that I am a Christian. I sell on, I sell product, and I talk about a lot of things to help you as being a Christian too as well, being a better leader, and just talk about some things that I enjoy talking about. I love talking about selling product, like talking about my business. So, you know, for I'm getting ready to get out of here, but you all know that my business is Stewart Snacks, and my name is Kirkland. And look, I sell snacks. I love selling snacks. I enjoy the system and what God has put in front of me, and I am working it the best way I can. I'm answering any question that you have the best way I can. Look, I need you all to just keep the momentum going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Let's keep it going. Keep pushing. And I'll see you on the next one. If you, like I said, if you like this, just let me know.